The median home price in Kenosha just jumped 14% in 1 year. 14% inside the city of Kenosha, homes are now selling in 10 days. Not 30, not 60, but 10. If you're sitting in Illinois, or anywhere really, right now, waiting for the market to cool off before you make your move, this video is going to show you exactly what waiting is actually costing you. Now let's get into it. Here's a number that you should be paying attention to. In May of last year, the median sales price across Kenosha County was $324,250. This May, $369,900. That's a $45,000 jump in just 12 months. And here's the part that most people miss. Homes aren't just selling fast. They're selling for more than asking price. The average home in the city of Kenosha is closing at 102% of list price. Sellers are getting over asking price and buyers are competing for a shrinking pool of homes. I'm going to break down every number from the latest MLS data so that you know exactly what you're walking into before you even jump into this market. I'm Chad Scott, your Kenosha real estate expert, known as the Mayor of Kenosha. My wife Ollie and I run the Scott Group here at Epic Realty, and we help Illinois families make this move every single week. So let's get into the data. Let's start with the big picture. This is all of Kenosha County. So that includes Pleasant Prairie, Summers, Salem Lakes, all of it. The median sales price in May was $369,900. Last May it was $324,250. That's a 14.1% increase year over year. That's a lot. And before anybody says, well, that's just a hot month, look at the year-to-date number. Through the first 5 months of 2026, the median is $330,000. The same period last year, $292,000. That's a 13% increase across 5 full months of sales. This isn't a fluke, it's a trend. Now here's where it gets interesting. New listings are basically flat. 216 new listings in May versus 217 last year. Closed sales are actually down a little. 139 versus 144. So sales are flat to slightly down. Why are prices ripping higher? Well, one word, inventory. There are only 249 single-family homes on the market in the entire county right now. That's down from last year. And condos and townhomes, down almost 27%. There are 33 condos and townhomes for sale in all of Kenosha County. 33! So when you've got Illinois families coming up here every weekend, local buyers trying to move up, and barely 280 total homes to choose from, that's why prices keep climbing. It's simple supply and demand. And homes are moving in 17 days on average. The year-to-date number is even more telling. Days on market is down almost 23% compared to last year. The market is getting faster, not slower. Now, let's zoom into the city of Kenosha specifically, because this is where the story gets even crazier. Median sales price in the city is $325,000. Last May it was $285,000. That's a 14% jump, basically identical to the county. But look at the speed. The average home in the city of Kenosha sold in 10 days in May. Just 10 days. Last year it was 16. That's a 37% drop in days on market in 1 year. Let me put that in real terms. If a home hits the market on a Friday, by the following weekend, it's gone. If you're driving up from Illinois to look at houses on a Saturday, the house that you saved on Zillow on Tuesday might have already accepted an offer by the time that you get here. And here's the number that tells you how competitive it really is. Homes in the city are selling at 102.2% of their original list price. Not 98%, not 100. 102. The average buyer in Kenosha right now is paying over asking to win the house. Why? Well, the same story, inventory. There are 99 single-family homes for sale in the city right now. Down 12% from last year, and 15 condos. 15! That's down almost 35%. New listings in the city were down 8% in May. Closed sales were down 12%. And that's not because demand dropped. It's because there's nothing to sell. You can't close on homes that never hit the market. So let's talk about what this actually means if you're in Lake County, Cook County, or McHenry County, thinking about making this move here to Wisconsin. Well, first, the bad news. The wait for prices to come down strategy is not working. A year of waiting just costs the average buyer $45,000 in purchase price. And that's before we even talk about what you're still paying in Illinois property taxes while you wait. If you watch my property tax video, you know that number isn't small at all. Second, the move still makes sense, and here's why. even at $325,000 in the city or $370,000 countywide. Compare that to what the same money gets you in Lake County or the North Shore, and then stack the property tax difference on top. The math still strongly favors Kenosha. The window hasn't closed, but it is more competitive than it was a year ago. And pretending otherwise would be doing you a disservice. Third, and this part is the practical part, in a 10-day market, you cannot shop casually. You need to have your financing locked in, your search criteria dialed in, and someone on the ground here who sees homes the day that they're listed. Sometimes before. The buyers winning in this market are the prepared ones, not the ones refreshing Zillow on Sunday night. And real quick, if you already own a home here in Kenosha or Pleasant Prairie, and you've even been thinking about selling, look at these numbers again. Over asking price, 10 days on market, buyers competing for limited inventory. If there was ever a market built for sellers, this is it. If you're even a little curious about what your home would sell in this market, call or text me at 262-331-1621, and I'll run the numbers for you. No pressure, no obligation. Just real data on your actual house. So here's the bottom line. May prices are up 14%. Inventory is shrinking, and homes are selling over asking in just 10 days inside the city. This market is rewarding people who are prepared and punish people who are waiting. If any of this is hitting home for you, if you're actually thinking about making a move from Illinois, or you're here in Kenosha and wondering if this is the time for you to make your move, the best next step is just a conversation. Call or text me directly at 262-331-1621. That's my real cell. You'll get me, not an assistant and not a call center. We'll talk through your situation and figure out if this makes sense for you or not. No pressure either way. If you found this helpful, hit subscribe. I put out videos like this every single week, breaking down the Kenosha market for families thinking about making this move. And if you want to see exactly what your property tax bill would look like compared to Illinois, check out this video right here on Kenosha property taxes. I'll link it right up here for you. And I'll see you in the next one.